Okay, Mike Masato, CEO of Staff Driven Dental and the Dental Road Warrior, turning for episode 99 in this series. Put some comments down at the end of this video today for some ideas of how we're going to celebrate the big 100 when I want to do that next. But anyway, I've been getting fired up on a lot of different topics lately, but this one's really starting to aggravate me a lot that I see out there, and involves me and other people that are in this field that consult and coach dentists for a living. And for those of you that are watching this out there and following me and doing these series, I got to tell you, it's not the easiest job in the entire world. It is a labor of love to work with dentists out there and their teams to help them be successful, because you are working with people's lives and you're intimately connected. At least if you do it the way I do it, you're intimately connected to these people's lives, and you know from dealing with patients that people can be a little crazy, right? And dealing with dentists and staff, it can be challenging. The human element is so variable from day to day. You never know what's going to happen, what's going to occur at any given time in practice when you're coaching someone. You go through ups and downs. We just come out of this pandemic we're coming out of. It was a challenging time, and it is again a passion of mine to help other people do better, achieve new heights, and succeed. And I'm not the only one out there. There are people in this world, whether it's consulting or coaching or something else, that are truly out there to try to help make people's lives better, whether it's in business or otherwise. And those are the kind of people you want to gravitate to get help. But the thing that really upsets me, and this is a huge trend about this, is that there are a lot of places people go for advice right now in this day and age. When I started doing this thing over 25 years ago, there wasn't all these websites out there where you could go to get, on Facebook or other social media or online in dental communities to try to get advice. It just wasn't. So you had to seek it out in other ways and try to find actually a live person to speak to, whether it was on the phone or in person, to get help. And there's some good about that. Because really right now we're dealing with the sea of information. There's a mass amount of information out there, on the internet. And of course we all know everything on the internet is true and accurate, right? No, we know that's not the case. So the pitfall is going online and going to some of these sites that are out there. And I'm not going to name names, and I can name a lot of names because they come after me, want me to affiliate with these sites, because as a consultant, they want me to come on and give free advice. They want me to give advice to their members, which is valuable. The problem is I'm one of thousands of consultants or people on there giving advice. So who do you listen to? Who do you pick? And how do I know that the advice I'm getting from this particular person is going to work in my particular practice, in my particular staff, with my particular patients, in my particular state, in my particular town, with my particular personality? There's a lot of variables there that can go wrong. So you just can't just take things at face value that you see online that everybody throws at you on these forums. What do you choose? What do you decide on? And you do run the risk of just taking this stuff at face value and trying to do something with it and have it be not work, not be good, not be the right advice to give someone. Because there's a lot more than just information, right? It's about getting this information to get a result. And I've always talked about that. I don't sell information, I sell a result. So when I'm coaching someone, it is a personal relationship. You have people's lives at stake. You have their livelihood at stake, their well-being. I don't take that lightly. Right? But people that are out there throwing out their advice, and again, for better or for worse, you just don't know what to choose from. But what makes me even more aggravated in some ways is that when I get on there and I do this for people, the people that pile on these doctors that are asking for advice legitimately need help, and they start piling on when a consultant or somebody gets on there, or if they ask advice about getting a consultant, and they start bashing the consultants, the consultant bashing, right? Now, like any field, right? And I'll be the first to admit this, there is good and bad in every field we operate in, right? Our docs, are there good and bad dentists? There sure as hell are, right? There's good and bad medical doctors, there's good and bad teachers, there's good and bad contractors, there's good and bad in everything, right? And I know in this field, there are people that are out there just take your money and just give you a lot of fluff and give you a lot of advice. It's here's a binder, good luck with that. And you got a very expensive binder on your hands, right? And that's all, and that's it. Right, and I'll be the first to admit that I've seen them all in my time. I've done on a lot of their disasters, right? But you need to seek out and find the good ones. But at the same time, when you go out there, if you're legitimately looking for help, there's nothing wrong with that. And when you're in a forum like this, and people start piling on to, oh, you don't need a consultant. These consultants are all, they're all criminals. They're out to rip you off. They're all BS. Just do what I do, which usually is nothing, right? Or just do what worked for you and only you, and it keeps people from pursuing potentially getting some help from a professional, but like myself. I took 25 years to get to this point. It's a lot of work to learn my craft and do what I do. And I'm pretty damn good at it, I must say. Not out there. Go look at my results online. I'm very happy about that, of what I do for my clientele. It's life-changing, right? But it was aggravating to me. If you have nothing nice to contribute to somebody looking for advice, or don't pile on, and go off on these docs, these people looking for help. If you're good and great and you're in a good state, more power to you. But not everybody's like you. Right? There are people out there that genuinely need someone like me, that need the help, or my coaches that take on these clients. And I got some of the most dedicated coaches in the entire world. I'll bend over backwards to help my clients do well and take care of themselves. Right? And what makes me even more aggravating is that these sites that want me to come on and do this kind of stuff, please come on and give advice, but don't promote yourself. Right? Don't promote what you do. But if you pay us, if you give me a fee, then you can go promote yourself online. I mean, come on, right? All of a sudden, my advice is valuable and okay when I'm paying you to put it out there basically for free, and I'm paying you on top of that kind of. I mean, come on, right? So here's the thing, right? Again, you need to know how to differentiate this kind of look for the better that's out there, right? And again, don't get suckered into going in these places and on these communities and you're getting pulled in a million different directions, right? You got to shut out all that noise that's out there. I can tell you. Because I've gotten to the point where I made it my policy of myself that I am not going to put out my information on these sites and do this kind of thing. Because the idea is, well, if you put our information on the site, you're going to get clients. Maybe. I may have someone find me that way, but I'd rather have someone find me through me reaching out to you directly, through something I send out an email or other promotions that I do, and find me directly that way, direct to consumer. So it's just me talking to the person, and not me and 100 other people in people's ears, and it gets confusing and overwhelming. And then the worst thing that can happen is you do nothing, right? I've coached my clients on this forever. That the worst thing you can do when you know you need help, and you need a new change in the practice, you need to make things better, and you're struggling, the worst thing to do is nothing, right? And being in fear about getting help or reaching out is not a good place to be, right? And what's worse is all the confusion and noise that's added to what's going on right now by telling you don't need help, that you don't need coaching. Look, everybody in life needs coaching. Everyone needs a coach to some degree. We've all had coaching in our life to some degree. Whether it was a family member or a friend, a professional, it could be, psychological coaching if you needed that, marital coaching, whatever, sports coaching. Why would business be any different? Most of us didn't go to school for business that are watching this video. I didn't go to school for business. I didn't. I learned business as an entrepreneur for all these years. It's been a process to get to this point. And I bring a large repertoire of background and personal experience to get that. I didn't learn all in books. There's plenty of stuff to learn in life by being out there. Because every day I coach dentists. I'm in the trenches working with dentists, with them one-on-one. We're on the phone or virtually or whatever, but it's in personal contact and speaking on this topic and meeting dentists all over the country, now all over the world with my new platform. So if you're out there and you're listening to this like I said one more time, okay? Don't listen to all the people, the naysayers about consultants, right? They're not all bad. There are good out there. Maybe they're few and far between in this day and age because there are a lot less of us around doing it these days. But you know what? Seek me out if you need the help, staffdriven.com. You can go to dentalcoachingondemand.com, and I'll be more than happy to give you some of my time personally and not be negative or downer or whatever. And you know what? I'll tell you honestly if I can help you or not help you. I will honestly tell you. If I can't help you, no problem. I'm not looking just to get everybody. Not everybody's a candidate for coaching. Not everybody's a candidate for having consulting. It may not work. Either way, it may not work for you. It may not work for me. Hey, but at the end of the day, we'll part friends, and at least you got some good advice and heard from somebody, that one person who's really focused on you, your individual practice needs, and your individual needs as a professional, and then you can make an informed decision about getting help into your life in terms of coaching and dental support, dental coaching support in your practice. All right. Thanks for watching these videos. I'll try to be back with big number 100. I got to come up with something spectacular with that. I'm limited to what I can do when I'm driving. As it is, I get freaking out when I'm driving and doing these videos. But I can tell you, I always do these in a very safe way when I'm doing them. So thank you for your concern. So you share these videos if you enjoy watching them, and again, post your comments on this video for some ideas for episode 100. And I hope to be back in the next few weeks doing that one for you. Thanks so much for watching.